when you move to a new place, to a new country, to a new job, to a new whatever, everything just seems so exciting and so interesting. And it lasts for a while, especially with a new place, new country. I love moving to new places. Oh my god, I love it so much. Because every time it feels like a new life, like a completely white, clean sheet, and you just starting over, and you can see differently, you can taste differently, you can smell differently, you look different, you feel like you're a different version of yourself, and it's just you live an entire new life. And after things getting settled and it becomes not as bright, not as interesting, repetitive, and this and this where your talent of finding new things in a daily experiences, an experience that maybe seem the same to you from one day to another one, you kind of have to have skill to live it differently and to introduce yourself and the life and even the way you look at the things in a different new ways, because there is no other way. I mean, I don't know, maybe you can just chase new experiences your entire life. I don't know, maybe you can. I'm not saying you can't, but it's just the natural things that happen to you, I guess, with age. And I know I'm not that old, but I feel my life is slowing down, especially when I'm entering the phase in my life where I want to create a family. And I understand that I don't have kids yet, but when I will have, that's probably even going to be more repetitive, it's going to be more routine there, and I cannot even imagine how much, but somehow I still want to go there. I understand it will probably kill the excitement of life, a bit of it, and I will sacrifice some part of it. But somehow, I mean, why not? I mean, whatever, the life is happening anyway. What else to do here? Making kids, making companies, just living life. I mean, there is no meaning to any of it anyway. It's just the thing you choose to do, and you choose to play for today, and I feel it's going to be fun for me. And like, first you go to school and you change in schools, and you go to university, you go to different city, you're moving from your hometown, you're traveling around, and you see scenery is always changing, and it's never gets boring, it's never gets the same, it's just always changing. And it's feels so fun, but at the same time you're missing just being at one spot. You're just missing that kind of like ground. And I remember a couple years ago I wanted to find this ground so desperately. I'm like, God, I'm done chasing these things all the time. I just want to be like safe and stable for a while, please. And God gave it to me, of course. And now I have to learn how to find excitement in similar days, when one day looks like another one. And I'm okay with this. There is nothing sad about it. It's just a life happening. And I guess with the age, with years, it's gonna be more similar days, one similar day to another one. Life kind of fastening up, but at the same time slows down. It feels like actually fastening up, because one day looks like another one, and that's why they just go so quickly. When you were a child, days were so long because the day were full of experiences, different experiences. And one day could last like like 1 week, because it was so many different new things happening there. And unfortunately, well, I hate saying you can't do anything about it. Maybe you can, but at least, I mean, before, my philosophy was stuffing myself, stuffing my life with as many experiences as possible, and that was making my years longer, my days longer. And it feels like I lived many different lives instead of like living just one life. And for sure it was beautiful, but I just feel that it's just not working anymore. And now I have to find joy and slowing down time in a different ways, because when you're a child everything is new, and the time is slow because you are learning all the time. And now you don't learn as much naturally. Of course you can still read books and learn about new things. There is countless things you can learn about, and it's beautiful always, like keep your brain busy with learning new things. But it surely doesn't slow time as much as it was when you were a kid, just because you were simply discovering the world. And now you just like, it's not as discoverable anymore, because you already have so much information about the world, so much knowledge, and it's not going to be fresh and new for you as much anyway. And even now when I go to new countries, it doesn't seem, unfortunately, as much as new, as refreshing as it was before, because I see kind of similarities between countries, so many. And every time I go somewhere, I'm like, oh, this is like China. Oh, this is like this country. Oh, this is like, similar to this one. It's like all repetitive, And it comes down to the quest where you have to just find the sweetness and joys in the moment. And you have to learn how to slow down the time just by being present. Otherwise it just flies so quickly, it just slips, like a sun through the fingers. Life becomes more and more simple, and you find joy in the simple things more and more. I don't know, I just becoming old, because I remember my grandmother was saying these things, and I couldn't understand how can you just like being joyful and get so much pleasure on just sitting on the bench and enjoying sunshine. And now I do, and I'm not even half age of my grandmother. I'm not even third part of age of my grandmother, and I'm already thinking like her. I don't know, sometimes my life feels like I'm retired, because I can afford myself to wake up and just do the things that I want and I love, and I feel it's the greatest luxury in the entire world, especially now when everyone is so busy trying to prove themselves and run somewhere else and be somebody else. And I'm like, I'm okay, I'm okay where I am. From the most ambitious person I've known in my surroundings, I became the most unambitious person I've known. If there is such a word as unambitious, I don't think there is, but you got what I mean. Yeah, I'm just in that place where days sometimes are repetitive, and I still go to travels and do new things, but they just don't feel as new as before, because like all things are repetitive in life anyway, and I can't rely on new experiences as much as I was before anymore. I don't know, maybe drugs are fun, but I just don't go to this road. I don't prefer. And now I'm on a path where I'm learning of just how to enjoy just being where are you, no matter, and find joy in just like in this room, just simply sitting. And that's what I'm gonna do now, and that's what my plans for my next vacation. Soon we are going to Georgia, and before I would stuff this Georgia trip with experiences, but with what I stuffed my trip now, I'm just planning to sit in the nature and meditate all the time. That's pretty much all plans that I have. And also I want to connect with horses. That's it. Connecting with horses and find the joy of connecting with nature, and that's the all plans that I have for vacation. And after, I'm going to see my family, and the plans is there to connect with my family. That's it. I'm going on a trip which gonna last 2.5 months, and my only plans: connecting with horses, connecting with my family, connecting with my being, with nature. That's it. There is nothing else planned there. I just don't chase these experiences, these things anymore. I'm learning how to create excitement and the joy of life and this energy within me and zest for life with a different fuel now. I'm not completely figure out how to do it yet, but I'm sure I'm learning and I'm improving with this, because before my fuel was this like kind of emptiness of not being enough and always needed to be somewhere else. That was my fuel before. I always wanted to be somewhere else. I never was in a place where I'm finally fine, and now I'm fine. I don't want to be anywhere else. And where to find this fuel and this energy that drives me to do things? And I'm discovering. I'm sure there is a different place where you can find it. And this place, it's just joy of being. That's it. So that's what I'm currently learning right now. How to just be happy where I am and find this zest for life, this curiosity, this excitement in a daily routine life that might look pretty much boring from the outside. But surely it's beautiful to experience in different parts of life. I wouldn't be able to appreciate this safe, grounded life that I have right now if I wouldn't have these crazy adventures that I had before. And I cannot say one is more valuable than other. I can say it's beautiful to experience both sides. As much as I experience suffering to find out what this true love is, and I wouldn't like to take suffering off my past, from my past, because this is what made me to realize how great the life is in the end. Those sufferings, that made me realize that I don't want these sufferings anymore. And until we live in the world of duality, and we are now, and maybe it's transmuting to some kind of different place of non-duality, but here as a manifested place for sure is the world of duality. And it's beautiful to experience both of the things. And surely I cannot say this life is full of adventures is better than the grounded life where you just happy where you are, on or other way around. It's just different stages of life, and whatever is needed for you right now will be experienced, and you cannot do anything but just appreciate it and love it as it is, and just learn from it and try to find the joy from it. That's the best you can do. You think you control the life and you make decisions, but most of the times I feel just like life is happening and I'm just part of it, and I'm just dancing with it. And do I make decisions? Not really. Even those thoughts that comes to my mind and desires and decisions that I think I make, where they come from, how they come there. Do I actually think these thoughts? No, I feel just coming somewhere, So I'm just part of this life and I'm dancing with it, and I cannot do better than just enjoying the dance, enjoying the ride that I'm having right now, and being appreciative. That's it. And right now I'm trying to enjoy the dance with life, where life is grounded and one day similar to each other, and it's full of sunshine, it's full of love, it's full of support. It feels so cozy, so homey. Sometimes maybe way too homey and too comfortable, but it's good, I really love where I am. And no matter where you are, if your life full of excitement and adventures and it's maybe unstable, and you want to find this cozy home and safe place, I'm sure you will find it. You will be there for sure. Just enjoy the ride you are having right now. Or maybe if you are If you are too safe right now and don't have too much excitement, enjoy this, because this also will not last forever. Nothing lasts forever. The best thing you can do is just enjoy what you have right now. That's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support on PayPal, in the comments below. I love you and appreciate you all in this space. I love you.